Welcome to the Presence Podcast, where I interview exceptional people at exceptional homes. And I have with me today Anna Sherrill. Anna is one of the top luxury real estate agents here in Miami. She was ranked number 5 by sales volume last year in Miami and number 84 in the entire country. And I'm so glad to have her with us. She's been a client of Luxury Presence for over 3 years now. Welcome to the show, Anna.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
So before we dive into your story, tell us about this listing.
We're in an oceanfront penthouse at the W in South Beach. Every room faces the ocean, as you can see, with incredible views. We have 12-foot ceilings throughout. They had it custom built out, so it's really done incredibly well. But it's about 2,700 square feet, 3 bedrooms, a den, 4.5 baths. Just a really special. The views here have been spectacular, and you're in a resort, so
yeah, you can't
it's a special listing. Yeah,
that's awesome. Such a beautiful view, such a beautiful listing. Let's start at the beginning. How did you get started in real estate?
So I moved here in '99. I got to see Miami change quite a bit, and I lived in Brickell Key at the time. And the guy that helped us find our first property to live in owned this small place called Suncoast Properties. And long story short, I just kind of fell in love with the process while I was doing it and got my license shortly thereafter and worked in his little office within the building that I was living. So that was my start.
That's amazing. What were the first few years like?
So I was lucky. After maybe 6 months in the business, I met with a company called ISG, and they represented developers and did marketing and sales for them. And so I started with them, and that really kind of helped my business quite a bit because they paid for all of my marketing and kind of taught me the business. And I worked with some really great people that were amazing mentors, and I just got to learn the business really well. So I represented developers with them for maybe 3 years. And then working with other top agents, I met Eloy Caminate, who owned his own real estate, luxury real estate office. And I went and joined his team. And from there, I got to get into the luxury market. So
yeah,
that's
awesome. At what point did you go out on your own?
I think it's been a little over 10 years now, maybe a little bit longer, but just over 10 years probably. I left Eloy to go to a luxury development here called the Surf Club Four Seasons, which is a stunning property. If you haven't been, you have to see it. And after that, I kind of started my own team. So
yeah, that's amazing. What have the last couple of years been like for you?
Incredible. I mean, the market here is really incredible, and I feel like everybody from all over the world has moved here, which is nice, especially the nation, the Northeast and the western part of the U.S. So it's been an exciting time to be in Miami. Miami's really grown a lot, but the market has blown up. We just have never seen anything like this. So
it seems like everyone wants to be here.
It's exciting.
Now it's turning into a tech hub, which is interesting.
It really is. Yeah. No, companies are moving from all over different places in the U.S. and people are really moving here to live here. So it's become a destination for people to live, which is great. Yeah.
What does your team look like now?
It's still small, but very strong. So I have my mom on my team, which is really cute. She moved from Arizona maybe 6 years ago. She was in real estate in Arizona for several years. She joined me. I have an operations manager who kind of runs everything and just keeps all my systems flowing and keeps the engine running so we can keep doing deals. And then I have Macarena Gomez on my team who helps me with all my developments. So I'm still involved in developments, which is great. I have 1000 Museum right now with Zaha. A stunning development in downtown, and Sotheby's always has new stuff coming, so yeah, it's fun.
For those of you listening, go to annasherrill.com, check out that listing. It's a beautiful one.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah. When you think about the last 20 years, your career, what's a low point? What was a low point for you?
The low point is when the market crashed. It was really difficult for, I think, a lot of real estate agents. Everything changed for everybody. We were lucky that we had really strong clients, but for us, it was none of them needed to sell, so we were doing a lot of rentals, kind of, pivoting into what was different at the time and helping people either rent or maybe some people get out of what they couldn't afford any longer just because of everything that happened. But I think that was really my lowest. I still made money and did it, but it wasn't a fruitful year for me. Difficult to see this kind of things happen in the market. So yeah.
And what was the highlight?
This year's probably been my best year ever. It's really been an exciting year, and seeing so many people move and Miami shines so much and see it grow. So this has been a remarkable year.
Yeah.
A little exhausting, but really fun.
Yeah, that's amazing. Where do you think you'll finish the year in terms of sales?
I'm on goal to hit maybe 200 million total for my team, which is incredible. So we're at 180 today with my developments included, but so it could be an incredible, it's a stellar year no matter what. Thank you.
Well deserved. That's amazing to see.
Thank you.
You've done an amazing job building your personal brand, both with your social media, your website. You do a lot of video. Can you tell me a bit more about what it does for your business?
Well, I think video helps everybody really get to know you as a person without having to meet you with, it helps kind of with the process of people meeting you online and learning more about your brand and who you are and what you've done. You guys helped me with my website, which is incredible. You guys are amazing, and the team that you introduced me to really helped. But, video is so special because it can get so much exposure for you than anything else. And being in the business for over 20 years, I have a great database of people as well. So sharing videos of properties that I represent, the lifestyle in Miami, which really helps people understand different areas and what to do, and then a little bit about who I am. I think it helps so much for people to be able to watch a video instead of trying to meet you in person or get something over Zoom. They can kind of vet you out a little bit before.
How do you produce all this video content? You run an incredibly successful business, and you're posting very regularly on your social. How do you keep track of actually producing the content and then regularly posting?
So I try really hard to just put aside time for that monthly, and as soon as we get a new listing, of course, and we're representing a new property, we get as much content as possible so that we can run with it for the coming months. But yeah, it's a little bit of a juggle sometimes.
So it's a content day. You set it aside. You shoot a bunch of short clips, and then your team uses those over the course of the month.
Right, and sometimes a content day gets chopped up a little, but we do our best to keep that. So it's like taking a day off. You got to sometimes do it. So.
What would you say has changed the most in the last few years? And with Miami becoming more of a tech hub, I'm curious if you're seeing the impact of technology on real estate. What are some of the things that you see changing, and what are some of the things that are staying the same?
Well, I think, now more than ever, buyers have access to everything that we have access to. So they see the stats, they see real estate as soon as it's coming out. They're in touch with it just as much as we are. I mean, we work with very sophisticated, savvy buyers. So sometimes I think they know as much as we do, and maybe they do, But so I've seen that change quite a bit, where they maybe sometimes show me properties first before I'm showing to them, which has really never happened before. And they just have access to so much more than they did before. Like, they have access to the history of things and where properties have sold, and they have access to a lot of our information. I do believe that all buyers are going to want, or sellers even, are going to want a professional in the middle to help them and to, work the deal and have somebody professional that has the knowledge to take the deal all the way through. Because it's not just about, how much something costs or where it is. It's, there's so much that goes into buying and selling property, as we all know. But technology is, it's changing daily everything. I think Zillow, as we can see, has done so much. Redfin. Hopefully it doesn't take away too much from the personal aspect of it, because I really like that. We're seeing now cryptocurrencies come into the market, which I don't have a lot of sellers that would accept it, but I think it's interesting how things are happening. Virtual real estate. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that either, but it's the times, things are happening. So
different times, I just saw someone bought a $2 million virtual mansion.
I saw that too. I saw a few of those,
And the Miami mayor is taking his salary in Bitcoin.
In Bitcoin, he says,
It's quickly becoming the crypto capital.
Yeah, no, he's looking to bring crypto here quite a bit. He's looking to expand FIU and give them extra space to do stuff like that. So, I mean, the beauty is that we do have a mayor like that who's open to all of this, and he wants, I know he advertised highly in Silicon Valley, and a lot of those people came here, which is nice. But I love to see that Miami's like a destination more than just like a place people come for, vacation now. So
Yeah.
it's really turned into a place where people live, and they're putting their kids in school, and building their communities, which is nice.
Yeah. What do you love most about Miami?
The water. Yeah, I mean, the weather and the water is really what makes it. So when you have a day off, you can actually enjoy the water. You can be in the water all day. You can be on the beach, on your boat,
Yeah.
But I enjoy the water. Everybody, there's so much more that Miami has to offer than that. The arts now in Wynwood, and, all of the design district, which is incredible. We actually have great art too, so.
Yeah.
The performing arts is nice.
Yeah, and Art Basel just happened.
Art Basel is incredible.
Everyone
That
comes
has
here for
grown.
that.
Yeah,
That's
that has
great.
really gone crazy.
Yeah.
It was nice to have it back this year. Yeah.
Thinking about your social media, have you seen business come from it directly? Do you find that you're getting people reaching out? Do you find that it's helping you generate leads? Or is it more a way to present who you are, give people a chance to meet you before you ever meet them in person and get a sense of what your life is like?
I think it's the latter. I don't think I get as much business out of it. I do get exposure. I've noticed that I get exposure for my listings, maybe through other agents, and that network that I have. It's an incredible network through Sotheby's and just through agents that I've met over the years. But business, like somebody calling me to buy something, very little. A very small percentage of people come through that. But it's great for people to get to know me, to get to know properties, to get to know the lifestyle of Miami, and all of that helps me sell my properties. So it's important. It's very important, social media, yeah.
How do you get most of your business? Where do you find your clients?
Referrals. I would say most of my clients come either from other clients, friends and family, other agents that I work with in the network. Yeah, that's really where I get most of my business.
How do you build those relationships with other agents specifically?
So Sotheby's does a lot of events. I was just at something in LA called Level Up. It was really cool. It was, most of the Southern California offices, actually all the way up to the north, I shouldn't say that, but they hosted an event, and so I went there and met with affiliates from all over, which was nice. I think it's important to meet people in person. I mean, you're part of different groups and meet people, so that was great. Just building relationships with them that way. And whenever I travel, I try to pop into offices or say hello to people I know and meet with them at least for a little bit, yeah.
What would you say is the most successful marketing campaign or event that you've ever done?
I think my website is my best marketing campaign, to be honest.
I love that.
Yeah, because I got it out there quite a bit, and I think that really helped me get great exposure and help people be able to see, properties I represent, the neighborhoods. It gave a full
Yeah, it's a beautiful site.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I love all the video. It really gives a good sense of what Miami is like and what you are like.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, that's the goal.
Great. Yeah. Do you have advice for less experienced agents who are looking to break into the luxury market?
I mean, I would always say join a team, join somebody, a mentor that a top agent or a luxury agent that you admire or think is somebody you would like to be or work with, because they can teach you so much so quickly, and you can actually get into that market through their clients and with them. So that would be the best way to do it, I think.
Great advice.
Yeah.
And on that note, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
This has been an absolute pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
And
Thank you.
I'll enjoy the next few days here in Miami.
You better.
Awesome.